We're all excited. We can't wait to bring out our next guest. She wields swords on The Walking Dead, and now she is amazing audiences around the world in this groundbreaking Black Panther. Please give it up for Danai Gurira.
Good to see you.
Thank you.
My queen. My queen. Oh, great to see you. Oh, you're not kidding. Michael said it. You were right, Michael. He was up there early.
I told Robert, I said your outfit is on point.
I came back downstairs just talking about you.
Thank you. Thank you. That's very sweet.
A big congrats to you
For everything.
on this movie, but also a big congrats on their belated birthday. Happy birthday.
Thank you guys.
It was and it was on Valentine's Day.
It was.
So how did you celebrate?
I did something quite out of the ordinary for me. I celebrated it. I had a big party. It was also kind of celebrating the film. We were here that week for press anyway, so it was just so perfect. Everyone was in town. Yeah. So yeah, we had a big to do, and it was also connected to the One campaign, my work with them, with women and girls and girl education. So we had people do a little advocacy work while they were at the party, so we got them all connected.
Just give it to me. I put makeup on you. Go ahead, just take it off. They were trying to do it in a commercial break or like a video like that.
Oh,
See, it's the same
thank
thing.
you.
I know. You got it?
If anyone ever questioned if it was live TV,
That was live.
I love about
Thank you.
Would you rather that?
No, I appreciate that. I so do.
It's like when someone has something in your teeth.
And you're all looking at it the whole time. No, I appreciate that.
But we
I appreciate that.
Just the reaction from people from all walks of life, including the former First Lady Michelle Obama, what she said about it, and saying that no matter your background, that you can find something in this, and it tells you to be the hero in your own story.
Wow.
So, what has it been like for you to experience this kind of reaction from people?
Honestly, it's kind of that thing that I was just thinking this morning. It's kind of that thing where it's like more than you could have asked for, dreamt of, or imagined, as the good book says. It's just kind of that feeling that you can never expect that. You work so hard.
Yeah.
I loved the vision that Ryan had and the platform Marvel was putting a story from an African perspective on. I floated around the Marvel Studios after he talked to me about it. I didn't even know where my car was. I didn't care. I was so moved by the idea of telling a story like this, and we gave it everything we had because we were so passionately committed. But then you get to that point where you're just like, here's the baby. I hope you all think it's cute. You don't know how people are going to respond to it. And so the resonance that it's had has been like just more than one could ever ask for.
Did you have a feeling while you guys were doing the work?
We did, because the thing, especially for a lot of us, for most of all of us in the film, is we have never seen this, and just to be a part of it was so massive. But just to see it happen, I was pleased just to know it was happening. To be in it was just, the icing. Yeah, but like just the idea. I grew up on the continent, and people grew up, wherever they grew up. Ryan in Oakland, and we all had that same thing where we had yearned for these types of images, and we hadn't seen them. We hadn't seen diverse perspectives told on a heroic tale, like on a heroic level. We just hadn't seen an epic level of storytelling coming from the perspective of people who looked like us. So that was powerful for us to see happen.
Yes, fantastic. And I have a question from a super fan. That super fan being me. Are we going to see a sequel?
I have no information on that whatsoever. Sorry. I artfully say nothing these days.
Yeah, I like that. That's good. You're giving me a little.
Yeah,
I got you.
Because we're enjoying this one so much right now, and Ryan Coogler, you know what? Let's embrace the moment right now. I know. But even I love how Ryan sent out a thank you letter.
Yes.
To all the response. What has been the reaction personally that you have witness that moved you?
I've been so moved by it in so many ways. I'm in London. I met Martin Freeman's young son, I was his favorite character. That Martin whispered to me, he's gonna come at you. And this little boy he just entwined his hand in mine, his fingers in mine, and just held on to me so tight. And it's like, this little British young man was just so in love with these characters and with this world, and it shattered any concept that these things can't transcend unless they're coming from one perspective. perspective. You know, right there, that was just so shattered. And he just would not let go of me. And it was just the most beautiful thing. And like being in London again and being in Africa just now, I just got back yesterday. I was amongst a lot of students, a lot of young women who were, you know, grappling in a moment where they're trying to love themselves and accept themselves, and they're not always seeing representation of themselves. And they'd come and what the responsibility we now feel is they come to us for answers. They come to us because they now want to share their struggles with how we got to a place of confidence in who we are and where we're from. And that's what I love about it, is there's some sort of a reclaiming taking place that's resonating. Just now in South Africa, I was with a group of students from the African Leadership Academy, who are students from across the continent. My friend Fred Swaniker started it, and they're students who are from Cape to Cairo, and they're all there because they're the best and the brightest, and they get to really explore how they will lead Africa in the future. And they were all asking me all these questions, and they're looking at me like, you know, help us to really understand the pride in who we are and how we move our continent forward. And that's now what the responsibility comes with. It's now we have to encourage and edify as people are feeling the resonance in this film that's telling them to be proud of who they are and not believe the lie that they're deficient because they're different.
Or less than.
Wow. We are seeing you in action here. Let's see you in the movie.
Listen, I'm doing you guys a favor by letting you even be in here.
Ukuba uphinde wakuxukumisa ngakunqoma apha kwesisihlalo.
Does she speak English?
When she wants to.
Huh.
Love this film. Oh, I love this film.
When Robert and I went to the New York premiere, when you came on the screen, it was the cheers for your character. I tell you, you are fierce, but you are feminine. You are loved in this movie. You're loved out of this movie. We love having you here.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Black Panther, if you have not heard, it's in theaters right now. So make sure you go check it out. Danai Gurira, everybody.